How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, aka Big Daddy Drip, back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you, ladies and gentlemen. It is definitely a fantastic Friday. Overall, I hope that this week has been absolutely amazing for y'all. And then, of course, you know, there's gonna be hard times. There's gonna be the good and the bad. But overall, I just hope that the week just continues to get better and better and better as we go through these days. But of course, you already know why I'm here. It is another episode of the News of the People. There's always something to report, and there's always something to fill you guys in on. And for this particular occasion, I guess this is another one of those recap episodes, all right, because one of the events that I was telling you guys about, I forget when I posted it. I know it was sometime this week, but one of the events that I was talking about, you know, that actually went down yesterday was the Global Gala, all right. Now, just a reminder for anyone who didn't happen to catch that particular video, the Global Gala is an event that was overall, it seems to be that it was how should I say this? It was all orchestrated by the Asian Student Association at Florida Gulf Coast University. All right, so big shout outs to ASA and big shout outs to FGCU overall as a unit. All right, but ASA essentially they put together this entire event, and they collabed with a number of different groups. All right, so you know, one of the groups that happened to be there, wow, why am I forgetting their name? There in other words, there was I want to say a Boba company, a Boba business that was there, because for sure they provided a lot of people with free Boba, all right, which was absolutely amazing. All right, now I'm not gonna hold you. I did pull up on time, but a whole lot of other people pulled up on time as well, and we all had the same idea, man. But nonetheless, though, even still, I didn't necessarily try the Boba, but I already know. It just looking at it, it was tasty. Everyone who did have it, you know, they really enjoyed it. So that was pretty nice. Big shout outs to that particular Boba group. Actually, because I wrote down their name, so let me actually, you know, tell you guys who it is exactly. Even more specifically, their specific name is Boba Shop Bonita. Alright, so again, big shout outs to Boba Shop Bonita. My apologies for even, you know, going at it indirectly without letting y'all know, you know, at least giving them some light and letting it be known who exactly was there. But, you know, Boba Shop Bonita, you know, they held it down for us. But speaking of holding it down, alright, there were actually three other organizations that were there that also gave performances as well. So the first group who actually took the stage and performed for us was K Company. All right, big shout outs to K Company. Again, I'll say they performed four different dance routines. All right, now there were the first, the second, and the last one that they performed was something that, of course, I'm glad that they did it. You know, they put that on display for us because I hadn't seen that. But the third performance was my favorite. They also did that particular dance routine. They also did it just this past Saturday at the showcase for Dance Company. All right, in which, you know, that particular event this past Saturday was awesome. This particular event that was just yesterday was also awesome, and I need to actually learn the name of that particular dance routine, but they definitely killed it. So big shout outs to K Company. Even more specifically, I don't happen to know everybody that's affiliated or within that particular group, but what I will say is I do happen to know Sarah, alright, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the recap video for the show, for Dance Company Showcase, but Sarah is a senior, alright, so this might be, like, just this past Saturday was her last time performing for Dance Company. I think this time It actually, no. Yesterday wasn't the last time that Sarah will be performing for K Company. I think that particular instance will be going down, or like her last performance for that group will be this upcoming Saturday, because K Company also has a showcase. But anyway, I digress. It was pretty awesome, and big shout outs to Sarah, and big shout outs to K Company overall as a unit. All right, but the group that ended up performing after them was LUL. Big shout outs to that particular fraternity. All right, even more specifically, all right, we had Aaron, Ice Poppy, he was there. Bradley was there. We also had the new president for that particular fraternity for the next upcoming year, Evan. He was also there, and then we had Sebastian. I think he may be. I can't recall specifically if he's the vice president now or he's going to be the vice president for, this upcoming. I think he might be the vice president now because he's also graduating. But all four of those gentlemen, they again, listen, just when you thought that it couldn't get no better from all the awesomeness that K Company put on display for us, they definitely took it up. And let's just say this, they kept the energy lit, and of course, that's all you really can ask for. So big shout outs to those gentlemen, and big shout outs to their particular fraternity overall as a unit. All right, and then the last performance, really, funny enough, it seemed like a group performance, on behalf of that particular organization, as well as everybody in attendance as well. So the Latin American Student Organization, y'all know I mention them a lot. Big shout outs to them, because essentially what we ended up doing for the last performance was what I don't know why I ended up blanking. It's because I got the song on repeat. All right, I'm gonna mix it up. All right. But anyway, so for the final performance, what we ended up doing was we had a merengue circle. All right, where we was doing merengue, to the right, to the left of the room, in circles. It was a grand time. All right, definitely. And not only that, it was a nice transition from, again, us seeing the performances, and then, of course, us getting a little bit active. And then, after that, we ended, the dance floor was open, and we all had an amazing time. All right, so again, I just, a whole lot of love, whole lot of shout outs to the organizations who were there, especially ASA for again, putting this whole thing together. All right, and also I'll say, I know I talked a little bit about the Boba, but they also had empanadas as well. Pardon my phone's going off. But anyway, there was empanadas and there was pizza too. So there was food, there was drinks, there was a whole lot of stuff there, and there was also what else? They also had a photo booth there as well, and very seldomly do I actually take the time to take pictures, but because unfortunately I lost my I lost it, and then I ended up finding it today, which freaking sucks. So I wasn't able to necessarily get a whole lot of really any videos from yesterday's event, but I do have some pictures, and I'll post those up, just as a little bit of I'm forgetting what is it? I forget what specific name that I call it, but I'll post those videos, not videos, those pictures up, because again, this was really a fun event, and I can't stress how I can't emphasize how well this was all put together and how well this all went. And then not only that too, they ended up introducing their new executive board. All right, in which I'm not going to say too much. What I will say is that with who they have on this next upcoming e-board, they were already off to a good start this year, but next year they're definitely going to take it up a notch. So I am super excited about that. But I will actually I will leave the honors to them, to fill you guys in on who the next president, who the next vice president, and all the other chairs and positions and officers that they have. But I will leave their social media page down in the description below, so that you guys can follow them. You could check them out, and just be up to date again for who their new officers are, as well as whichever, what other events that they got going down. Because although the spring semester is coming to a close, that don't necessarily mean that that things won't be happening in the summertime too. So definitely all my FGCU students, or anyone, I don't necessarily know if all the events are open to the public. But what I will say is, for anyone in the area, Southwest Florida, especially my FGCU students, y'all please be on the lookout for what's going down, because there is going to be a lot going down. All right, but that's all that I have for this particular, episode. I do thank y'all so much for your love and support as always. I'm not gonna keep talking your heads off, but man, y'all already know. Y'all make sure that y'all leave a like. Y'all make sure that y'all comment. Y'all make sure that y'all share this with any and everybody. But the most important thing, stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. All right. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace, be easy, and as always, y'all stay blessed up.